And we're back. We don't know what that was. The internet's weird
Okay,
sometimes.
good.
But we're up, and y'all are standing outside the office talking about whether Heather or has a way that she can use to uh, work her way in. And I'll hand things back over to y'all.
All right. Okay. So Heather, you said you wanted to approach the front desk and talk to one of the Student Security Council members to potentially, either distract them or, just get the information on the murder. As you approach the desk, there is actually quite a few members who are manning this desk because they have to filter through quite a few students through their daily businesses. And the open uh, line right now has a student security council member dressed in honestly quite shabby uniform. It's very messy compared to the spotless white and very like pressed white jackets, their beautiful black gloves and cap. His seems a bit oversized. His cap doesn't fit really right on his head over his spiky black hair. He's tall and lanky, but looks quite young, in fact. Um, and he seems to be engrossed in reading a playbook, a screenplay, or a play. And let the scales of justice fall where they will. Or was it May? Oh my God, I was supposed to be off book weeks ago. Huh? What? You? Why are you bothering me? I can write you up for this.
Um, I was under the impression that sitting at this desk meant that you had to respond to my inquiries. You're supposed to be
Huh?
working, not reading.
Oh, um, well, that may be true.
It is true.
All right, let's
Can I
pause.
help
Hold
you?
on, pause again
Okay.
because I'm
Oh
not
no.
I'm not seeing the stream up. Is anybody else seeing the stream up?
Oh,
I oh
no. I
wait,
just
is
went
it up
down.
now?
It was up for like a hot sec.
Okay, now it's given
Yeah.
me that it's been live for 35 seconds.
Oh
Let's
no.
Hold on.
rewind this scene.
Oh no. Technical
Okay,
difficulties.
it does look like it is now finally back up. But it is not from when I hit go live. There is about a
Okay.
2.5 minute discrepancy. So
Oh.
let's go ahead and pretend we just came back one more time, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all are right out. Nothing is wrong here. This will all be stitched together later by Quinn. Thank you so much, Quinn, and look totally normal. But y'all are going to be standing right outside the student security office with Heather trying to figure out a way to get in. Take it away, team.
As a brief catch up to where we were, Heather, you're approaching the Student Security Council desk to talk to someone
Mm-hmm.
open to potentially either distract or just get access to more information about this murder, whatever evidence they seem to have. As I there's several lanes where students can approach and speak to an officer. Those lines are quite full as students cycle in and out every day, trying to argue away demerits or just accept the L and move on. But there is one open spot right in front of you where there is a guy dressed in a quite messy uniform compared to the spotless white jackets, black cap, and gloves of the other student security council members, and he seems quite engrossed in reading a play. Um, he, he all right. And let the scales of justice fall where they will. Or was it may? I was supposed to be off book weeks ago. Huh? You? What? What? Why are you bothering me? I can write you up for this.
And I could have you written up for doing schoolwork instead of actually working the desk.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Well,
Such a cop.
I have the badge and you don't.
Oh my
And
god.
yet, I think you'll find that I have the ear of the administration more than you do. I mean, look at you. You're not even dressed properly for the job. I'm surprised that someone else at the desk hasn't written you up already.
He like kind of like shrinks a little bit, and like he's a tall kid, definitely younger than you. He's got spiky black hair combed back, and he's like shrinks a little bit. He's like, please don't tell me. Hi,
Heather.
Jacques Hughes. Pleased to meet you.
Oh my god. Puns. You gave us a warning. You
I'll
warned
give you a
us.
word. Jacques Hughes, everybody. How may I service you today?
Heather looks a little disdainfully down at the hand offered, but after a moment will extend her own. I think we see that her nails are short but beautifully manicured with the insignia of the Battle City Prep Duelists.
Yes.
Um,
My god, I love that.
so I'm part of the defense for this Lee Allen, and as due process for all of that, I need access to the records of the murder. Thank you.
What do you have to do with that creep? That guy was so weird. Like during practices, he would just like kind of sit there and like, you know, practice lines for the lead as if he was supposed to be the lead. That's weird, right?
What?
Why are you defending a creep like that?
What part was he supposed to have?
I don't know. The teacher was like study under or something. I don't know. I don't really do theater. They invited me to do this. I was asked specifically to be on loan from the Student Security Council because, bring a sense of realism to the proceedings. I know all about court procedure.
And
Anyways,
are you going to be
uh,
following that procedure and getting me my information then? Time is ticking.
God, I love Heather.
let's make a information move with charm.
Yeah.
Oh,
to
no.
the information move.
I'm being so charming here. This is a straight roll for me.
When attempting to investigate a mystery or discover hidden information, you will roll 2d6 with your relevant skill, again, in this case being charm.
That is a 6.
Okay.
Oh.
On a 6 or below, you don't get a clue. That being said, it does provide me an opportunity to introduce another mechanic in this game, should you want to pursue it, which is the puzzles. In any case you receive a roll which you consider to be unfavorable, you may mark a puzzle on either the light sheet or the shadow sheet. In your case, they're labeled on both sheets, puzzle of light, puzzle of shadow. And by marking one of these puzzles, or solving a puzzle, it will treat.
Although actually no. I will just take the failure because I think it's, interesting
Yeah.
to see what happens. I so rarely fail.
Okay. Jacques like looks you up and down, and he's like, "No, like, who even are you? For one, like, you're just some random person who just like walked into this room and like interrupts me as I'm practicing my lines, and now you're like asking to get to our files? No, that's proprietary stuff. That's for the trial.
Yes,
Do
and
your own
as I've told
investigation. Do
you,
your own work, man."
fine. I'll be at least one of us will be doing work then, and she will stomp away.
As you turn and stomp away, you bump right into an imposing frame of a upperclassman. She is wearing a long white overcoat that has the school's insignia in elaborate brocade upon the back. Her black leather cap is polished to a sheen, her prosecutor's badge gold and beautifully gleaming, and neat black hair frames her face. A white eye patch sits upon her left eye. Um, and you are uh, you recognize this person as she is the chief prosecutor of the Student Security Council. Her name is Justine Gilte. Aiding and abetting a known criminal.
I would
Know
rather think of
this.
it as pursuing justice. Justine.
The law will bring forth divine justice upon all wrongdoers. Wrongdoers.
No, no, she should
Oh,
totally say
that-
wrongdoers.
Did you was that
Slip.
was that a true Freudian slip? That's
That Freudian
amazing.
slip. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You will see this in court.
I don't care about
Uh,
your divine right, your divine law. I care about the facts. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this because clearly you're not.
Let's turn our the camera's attention to one of our other characters. We'll come back to this.
This is what we get for trusting the system, I guess.
Ranch for sure was like, hey, that's a really great plan, sending her over to distract people. Look, they even got Justine's even out of the office now. This is a great opportunity.
All right, what's the move then?
I guess walk in.
Yeah, let's slip past. Fuck it.
Just we'll slip past, right? Nothing.
What's the worst thing that
nothing-
happen? We're in a fucking room full of cops. Let's go.
Let's go. It's fine, you know. Yeah, I think we just try and sneak in. I think that's maybe even just the funniest thing to do is we just kind of
yeah.
Listen,
Okay,
we're teens.
okay.
We're stupid. We'll try anything. Let's go.
we're teens, we're stupid. We'll try anything. Yeah.
All right. So y'all slip through the door into the offices. And
Does Heather get inside with us, or is she still outside blocking?
I think
Heather's
she's
still
at the
outside.
desk.
She is in conversation with Justine currently. So still blocking. As you guys enter the room, there is hustle and bustle, people doing drills to and fro, but also, this is a murder trial. Hasn't happened in a while for the school, so it has everyone in a bit of a frenzy. So you find yourself, no one's directly paying you any mind as you enter the space. Where are you sneaking to? What kind of investigation do you want to do?
I guess, do we know where they took Lee?
There is actually rumored, actually towards the back of the offices, holding cells. So, according to that, perhaps he may be in some kind of prison in the back of these offices.
I love that.
So
Ranch
do you
at the
wanna,
very
like-
least. Yeah.
Let's go see if we can get his side of the story.
Yeah. I hear they're holding cells in the back. If that's
so
true.
Fucked up. This is a school.
This is a school.
This is a school about cards, okay? This is so fucked up. There's a gulag in the back of the fucking school. This
I
is
know.
fucking. Ah!
We live in a
All
real
right.
fucked up society, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do.
This is what happens. I mean, there's an inevitability going on in terms
Yeah.
of like, no matter what we do, we're always watched. There's always a
Yeah,
problem.
Preach, brother.
Can't do this anymore, man. I
All
can't
right,
do
well,
this anymore.
you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. All right, let's not lose hope here. We're gonna fight for justice, one person at a time. Maybe this dude fucking did it. We don't know. All we
We don't
know is
know.
that this fucking theater, this security theater that's happening
Yeah.
all around us, they don't give a shit about the truth. You think that I haven't even heard a whiff of there being like a defense attorney, right?
Yeah.
Looks like we're just gonna take that into our own hands.
Yeah, what's
right?
going on?
So
Where's the trial? You know?
yeah. So how about we get in there, we get his statement, and then we find out, where the truth is.
I love this. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. As y'all navigate through these busy offices. Again, no one's really paying you any mind at all. They seem to be really caught up in just a kind of buzz of excitement to be a part of this big, big trial they're so excited for. Um, and you do see, as you reach the back, like a small placard next to a door that one student security council is sitting in from, napping away, labeled holding cell. Uh, you could just push right in, go in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Which,
Yeah.
upon entering,
Oh, hang on.
yes.
Before we go inside, is there like maybe like a cup of coffee or like a water or something I can spit in on my way through?
Certainly, if you'd like to.
Okay, I'm gonna
There's
do that.
yeah, they certainly have pots of coffee boiling over in the
Okay.
right past the rec area that you pass through,
All right.
where
Is if
there's
that guy's asleep, I would like to, while maintaining like complete direct gaze at where this guy's eyes would be if they were open, hawk the biggest loogie possible directly into the pot of coffee. Maybe a little bit louder than I probably should, because part of me wants to
yeah.
get caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We're doing another distraction.
Yeah.
Or no, we were doing
No,
you
this
want to
is
be
no, this
tossed
is
in
just
there.
purely my inability to be chill in this
Gotcha.
situation. Um.
No kings.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So, assuming that didn't wake anybody, I'm ready now to proceed into the interrogation
Oh
room.
yeah. Perhaps this will come back later.
I love
Okay.
that. Okay.
But we're gonna go straight into that room. Um, you enter, and you see actually this space sucks. It's a tiny room that has been completely divided by this glass screen. There's a small phone that allows communication between the two sides. And you see sitting in a uncomfortable chair is Lee Allen in his prisoner's jumpsuit in the school's iconic maroon and black colors. His big glasses and small, mousy face covered in freckles. He is fidgeting in this uncomfortable chair.
Oh
Paint the
no.
scene. Where is it?
Uh
The page. Second. Yes, paint the scene. This room was designed to be actively uncomfortable for everyone here. Specifically, what here makes you uncomfortable?
oh.
I don't
Ooh.
like that the transparency between us and the suspect makes me wonder if any of the opaque walls are also secretly semi-transparent and we're being watched.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really good. I was gonna go with something also being like perpetually watched, but I think me specifically, the uh it is uncomfortably warm in that room, I think. I think uncomfortably warm is maybe more interesting. Like you're kind of building a sweat, and you're like, "Oh my god, can I feel my skin?" I don't like it.
Um,
Yeah, I know, man.
Alyssa,
Skin
while
sucks.
Heather's not in this scene, you still get to answer this prompt.
Ooh, okay. I think that just the fact that everything in here is still branded with our like school colors, style, insignia. Um, I don't like thinking about the fact that, we do have this carceral instrument that is very much a part of our identity. That part can just stay hidden for Heather's, all that I know.
All right. As you enter, though, Lee is surprised to see y'all come in and not to see you wearing the white uniform. He was probably expecting someone to come in that was part of the council. Um,
Uh-huh.
but y'all come in, so he looks shocked and like quickly grabs the phone and holds it, and like is like really looking at you, Rayanch. But
I grab it. I open it. I get on the line immediately.
What are y'all doing here?
Haley, I know it's been a while, but this this feels wrong. This doesn't feel like you.
Yeah, well, I'm just as surprised as anyone.
What happened? Can you tell us what happened?
Well, well, I. It's just that, well, at the time, I got a note and it said to show up at set at a certain time, and then, well, I never have to believe me.
I do. I want to. I want to believe you. I'm here
You
to
gotta
help.
give us something more. Actually, can Freddy hear the call?
I'm sure.
We can like
Okay.
we can kind of
Okay.
be, you know.
Yeah, like
Lee, you gotta give us something more than that. I'm sure you're really fucking scared, but any detail, anything you can tell us. What's the last thing? Tell me about, like, did you see the body? Like, what happened when you got there?
we're gonna roll the information move again, and I'm gonna have you do it, Dylan.
Okay. And that's
This
two.
this will be 2d6, and I'm gonna have you add your charm score to it, and this will be from the light sheet.
Okay. I have -1 charm. Oh,
Yo,
sorry, from the light sheet.
light.
That's a 0.
Okay.
So the no modifier. I have rolled a 5.
My
Oh,
gosh.
oh no.
Again, you're free to mark this up if you'd like. I can also narrate what happens next, and then you could decide, like, actually, let's mark it up. Um, but
Um. Okay, so this is the thing where I could use one of my little flashbacks here to
yes,
modify up.
exactly.
Okay. Um.
And you don't have to narrate it immediately, but like during this session, you'll narrate it.
Okay. I am having a flashback to the moment when I first learned that good does not always be evil.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
It's very apropos.
All right. Do you want to say that for a little bit later to narrate?
Um. Yeah, I think for right now, is this something that I would narrate because Freddie is sharing it, or do I want to save it for when Freddie would share it?
It could be either. It could be either for us as players, just something Freddy thinks of, and like maybe it reminds
Okay.
him in this moment, or
Freddie
either
is Freddie is remembering is flashing back to visiting his uncle in prison and talking through the same sort of barrier, sort of divider.
Mm.
But Freddie is like really young. Like he's like 5 and he's talking to his uncle through thick plastic.
Wow. That's the backstory.
Hmm.
The anti-authority backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a I'm gonna try and dole it out gradually.
Sure. I like that.
Um, okay. So you ask Lee, like, is there anything you remember seeing?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, there's one thing that they the sequence the that Justine, she never asked me about. But at set that night there was, by the body there was this, a gavel. It was one of the gavel props, and it was covered in blood. And no one is even looking into this one. They're not even looking into the bloody gavel. They're not even looking into it.
Okay.
Naturally. This is some fucking very typical cop psychology, okay? They're all about Occam's razor. They see a knife, they think that's the murder weapon. If they see something else, it just complicates the story, and they don't want to complicate the story. They want an easy conviction. Okay. So,
So
do we know
you
where the
do get.
gavel is now? They're not talking about it, you say, but did they bag it? Is it here?
I don't know. After last night, I kind of blacked out, and I ran, and I don't know. And then they got me this morning, and I haven't had a chance to look around.
So you ran and they found you this morning. How do they even know to look for you?
Well, they say that there was an eyewitness, that someone says they saw me do it.
Okay. I assume that that person's identity is a secret for now.
They didn't tell me.
They didn't tell you. Okay.
Um,
All right.
I will say though,
Well,
as part of the scene, you did get one clue: is a bloody gavel that was at the scene of the crime by the body, supposedly, according to Lee.
okay.
There is a complication because you bumped up from a fail to a mixed success, and that complication will be coming soon. Uh,
Great.
but I want to quickly shift back to our other scene with Heather. Heather, you're right here in front of Justine, and she is still standing imposingly, like right in front of you.
Is it even
I will
any
say,
fun prosecuting a case where you don't have a defense to fight against?
what is the purpose of defense when our investigations are perfect?
Hmm. I like to
You
be the best
question
because
our
I actually have competition.
get out of my face. I better not see you around this offices, around this investigation, or else. Perhaps you are involved as well? You seem so interested.
I'm simply trying to make this school the best it could be, which is clearly more than you're doing, given the state of some of your officers. And she looks pointedly back at J'accuse.
Uh, Jacques. Jacques, excuse you. Justine just growls and then turns on her heel and enters the offices again.
Oh,
I'm giving you the condition marked by Justine Guiltet.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to be coming up to the end of our after school phase because, again, we're doing a bit of a truncated one because I want to get through a full phase cycle before the end of this game.
Yep.
And the night phase is when things always get more fun. So we're going to shift right back to you two in the uh, the holding cell,
Holding cell,
and the phone cuts off with Lee, and you see him like trying to talk in it, and you just cannot hear any of the words come out.
Hello? Lee, I can't hear
Fuck.
you. What are
We've
you
been
saying?
made.
Oh
We
shit,
gotta
they
go.
cut the
We
line.
gotta go now.
As y'all turn to leave, the door opens, and right there is Justine, and she's like, "As I thought, she wasn't alone."
Okay. Oh shit.
All right. Who's gonna say it?
Explain yourselves, students.
Is it time to duel?
As you say
by
that,
the
like,
rules of Gilmo City Duel Prep, we can challenge you to a duel to get out of any problem.
uh, you say that, and like a smirk like flicks under her face briefly before getting back into like flat. Which one of you specifically would like to start the duel?
Either or. I mean, I guess you challenge first if you want to.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean, I feel
always
like
duel,
we
but
know that Freddy's got kind of a hair trigger.
yeah,
So
I think that's fine.
yeah, I think I'll dive on it first.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
All right.
You want to duel me?
I'll duel anybody.
She flicks her arm up and her sleeve just gently flows down, revealing her immaculate school deck in school colors. And she pulls a card out from under it and lifts it up. And behind her, the card materializes out into light, dissipates, and a kind of fog expands out in this space, in this small, uncomfortable, warm room. And the this huge form, this woman in white robes, blind, the goddess of justice, um, obscures all of your vision. This fog just removes everything you can see, because Justine here is playing the ritual. Justice is blind. This ritual is aspect of effect. And its text is: the goddess of justice brings true equality by removing vision from all present, as truth is beyond sight. We are now dueling. So the way dueling works is through these following steps. One, the duel master sets the stage by revealing the opponent's ritual, describing how it appears or how its effect manifests, and how they're posed to strike. It will now be your turn to generate a ritual by first selecting an aspect to be the base, be that creature, object, or effect, and then marking any number of power words you choose from your deck, with the note that this ritual that Justine played is a common, meaning when you roll the move, it will be at a -1. Therefore, every power word you add will be a +1 to that roll. So, you need to create a ritual that basically can counter or defeat Justine's ritual, this blinding goddess of justice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you think about that. Select an aspect, creature, object, or effect. A number of power words you'd like to use, knowing that you have to mark them and you cannot use them for the rest of the session unless otherwise specified in the rules. And then whenever you're ready, you will describe how your ritual appears, incorporating your aspect and power words as key features of the ritual, and give it a cool name before rolling.
Okay, and there's not like a glossary of aspects I'm supposed to pull from, right? This is coming from me.
Aspect is creature, object, effect. And then any
Okay.
power words you'd like that modifies that.
Okay. I'm going to pick a creature, and I'm going to select a bat because I want to use its sonar to nullify to allow myself the advantage of sight in this duel. The way that it's going to work, first of all, my deck thing is absolutely covered in stickers. Just a bunch of stickers of really terrible local bands and like slogans that are cringe, like because like he's a teenager, so he's got no subtlety. So it's just like things where like if you like you're like you would think like there's maybe like a couple that you like that aren't like hacky yet, like a protect trans kids thing or whatever. But then there's like also like I don't know, like a hands off protest thing where it's like, did your mom get this for you? Like that kind of thing, where it's just cringe teenage rebellion stuff. And he's gonna play this bat, and it is a sonic blast that will be sounding like a combination of a bat screech and guitar feedback. And it shocks through the room, and everybody else just hears the noise, but only I get the echolocation feedback.
Okay. Can you tell me what power words you're marking to use in this ritual?
Okay, these are from my deck?
Yes.
Okay, I want to use righteous and blue.
Okay. Okay, righteous and blue. So that's 2 power words. I'm down for this. You're going to roll 2d6. It'd be +2, but -1 because of the common card you're against. So you'll be
Okay.
rolling 2d6 plus 1.
I've rolled a 7 plus 1 to 8.
Yo, on a 7 to 9, you describe how you win the duel.
Oh,
You may also
Okay.
choose to stumble across a clue or a new power word, and then I get to make a reaction.
Oh, that's tough as I use 2 words, but my buddies still have turns to take, so I'm not going to worry about resupplying my power words yet. I will take the clue. But first, the sound of the guitar feedback is so obnoxious and just so, and like there's maybe even the sound of somebody playing like a Rage Against the Machine lead line terribly. Um, that just the shock of it just throws Justine back. And she falls backwards, and automatically written on her forehead in Sharpie is a mirror image of ACAB, so that when she looks in the mirror, she'll see that on her forehead.
wow.
Whenever she
Yeah,
wakes
Yeah.
up.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so
Freddie
good.
feels so cool about this. It is, it is, it is, uh, shameful the level of like almost like 90s anarchist cringe that he is projecting right
That's
now, but it's
so
completely
funny.
sincere.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
All right.
And in fact, when she is blown back, like the bat sonic blast, like it buffets her back like with a powerful wind,
Mhm.
and it unsettles her, very neat uniform, and you see like poking out like around her neck is this like glowing green talisman, and that is your clue.
Mm.
Okay.
Um, but your complication here is that this has alerted the entirety of the Student Security Council against
Fuck.
you, and you are immediately all escorted out of the office. Oops. um, but with that, I do think we're going to move into our next phase, which is, let me have that up on my screen. Study hall.
Uh-huh.
So, study hall here being that we're going to quickly just go over anything that's left standing, which I don't think there really is. There's no moves left to be resolved. There's no puzzle prompts unanswered. Therefore, essentially, we're going to get ready to move into the night phase. So, I want to know what you plan to do there, and for those with a shadow, if you will choose to be your light side or your shadow side.
Oh, fun. Okay.
I will say for like story reasons, this school is a um has dorms that you stay in. So like people
Mhm.
do go to school at night. Like you can't access the buildings. Um so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I have to go home, I have to sneak in. Some places you may still have to sneak into perhaps because, crime scenes. But just letting you know, like it's not going to be weird for you to go back into the school to look around.
Okay.
With that, I do want to take another quick break because I've been drinking a lot of water.
Oh, sure. Of course.
All right, so
Absolutely.
We can do
five
that.
minutes.
It's
And
soda time.
we'll be right back for more Dual Justice. Right after this, we'll be gone for about 5 minutes. Hopefully the stream stays consistent. We'll
Hopefully.
find out.
Fingers crossed.
And it's time for Duel Justice here on Plus One EXP as we play Ritual Deck and head into the night phase.
All right, everyone. We were briefly talking about what we'll be doing during this night phase before we came back live. But for the sake of everyone in the audience, I would like to reintroduce that this night phase will be short, it'll be dramatic, it'll be dangerous. What are y'all planning on doing? And if you have a shadow, do you plan to be that shadow?
I'm definitely going to switch into my shadow self. And I guess we could we could do this in character as much as you want. But I said in break, I want to go find that body. I want to go look at that body. So, yeah. Anyone wants to join or do their own thing, very happy.
All right, Freddy is going to. How aware is Freddy of the shadow self? Like, this is new to us, right?
This is all very new to y'all, and it kind of is more the puzzle of shadow helps move that part of the story along. So what this initial phase for y'all is kind of like is that there is like a sieve where you are yourself but not yourself. You're feeling impulses that maybe are darker and pushing you. Like, so Freddy, for all intents and purposes, thinks he's still there, but it is the shadow. And the shadow is maybe not fully aware that they're there either, but it is the shadow.
Okay, and I would like to also bring the shadow self in. I would like to bring the law along with us.
Okay, cool.
What were you thinking about doing? Investigating? Dylan?
Oh, all right, because Rayansh wants to see the body. I want to find the gavel.
All right, so you're going to go to the crime scene, probably.
Yes.
Heather, what's your plan for the night phase?
Yeah, I was also thinking about looking for the gavel, but I think that, yeah, I will go along to look for the gavel.
Okay, fantastic.
That's fun.
Rayansh, the school is dark, lights are still on, but it's the feeling of entering a building that has far less people in it, and things are just darker at night. Despite the fluorescent lights in the hallways, you can just feel the kind of emptiness behind it. And you head towards the nurse's office, which has, in cases of great emergency, been made into a makeshift morgue.
Oh my god.
So as you enter in, the office is completely empty. There's beds lined up, and one has the curtains drawn around it, and you can see like water leaking from ice packs behind the curtains. But this room is eerily still. Paint the scene, everyone. How can you tell that the nurse's office in particular was unprepared for this sort of eventuality?
How can you tell? God.
I think that there is sort of disconcertingly close to the corpse is a little bowl of lollipops.
Oh, that's so good.
That's really good.
Oh my god, I love that.
There are far too many cat posters in the room where the dead people are.
A lot of just hang in theirs and such.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a boo-boo. It's fine. Okay, yeah, the tonal shifts I think are so funny. You had mentioned like a bunch of waters pulling and things. I was already kind of thinking that like it's actually like it's not cold enough in here. They can't get it cold enough. So it's just like big tubs of ice and like 3 ACs going is like what's happening.
Gosh, yeah.
You know?
So you're your shadow right now. How does
Yeah.
like one bring back how your shadow manifests? How do you look as you're entering
Hmm.
this room?
I think it might be like even beforehand, or no, maybe it could be when we enter in. But I think it's like, let's say this is an anime, or like kind of using camera stuff. It's like I think like what happens is as Ranch is walking through the school, the empty school and the darkness, he kind of like from his kind of like, very tense, all bundled up kind of emo stance, just slowly loosens as he walks to the nurse's office. And then when he opens the door up and walks in, it's like very cold in there, for morgue reasons. But I think um that's okay. I think right now is that like I think something like you kind of see like he like unzips his jacket. You see like his breath comes out. He's like you could tell that it's really cold in here. He like takes off the jacket, pushes his hair back, and then in doing so, like gold marks start to show up on him, and like a gold streak kind of pulls through his black hair. Uh and like in like a very like kind of excited face goes, oof, yeah, this is more comfortable. Finally,
Yeah.
I'm with my people.
All right.
uh and so I think it's like a very there's not like a big transformation sequence. It's just kind of the act of getting comfortable is like now he's turned into his night self. um and I think like without really like he just walks through. There's no checking for people, no like kind of tiptoeing, especially maybe in like um as like a difference from when they were going through the security place. He's just walking through, rips open the curtain, and uh like sees what's there, like tries to examine whatever body is there.
All right. Um, because you are so used to death, this seeing a dead body is not necessarily a surprise for you. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
you've talked about how much you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
like Rayon, back in the back of the head is like, I don't know how Rayon feels about this, but
Yeah.
also feels like how does Rayon feel about being excited to look at a dead body?
I think it's like it's one of those like I think the way that the shadow self manifests is like it's kind of like your intrusive thoughts or your like back thoughts that you're like, no, like I shouldn't say this out loud. I shouldn't be excited about that. It's weird that I like dead bodies this much, or that I'm into the dead and I like hanging out in graveyards and stuff. It's like this is weird. And now it's like, no. Like I'm gonna say this so openly and so proudly with a smile. So Ranch is maybe like, oh, am I really gonna look at a dead body? Like maybe he's never actually seen one before, even though he's got this morbid curiosity. Um, because this is the first time that he's got his shadow self, actually. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, he normally is like, oh, I can't believe, am I gonna do this? Am I gonna do this? But then now is like, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna go look at a dead body. Yeah.
Pulling back the curtain, you see Scott Rudolph's corpse there. His beautiful, tight blonde curls, that sharp nose, and lean face, and the slightest kiss of blue on his lips. Um, and right there in the center of his chest is a scarlet rose blooming where the knife was driven in.
Ooh. What?
Um, what are you investigating specifically on him or around here?
You mean literally? There is a scarlet rose in
Well,
his knife wound?
I'm using
I
my
just wanted to
simple
make sure.
prose.
I
It
know,
is
I
your
know.
blood.
Hey,
blood.
it's a beautiful poetic line, but there could have been a reality.
Yeah,
Listen,
we don't
I'm
know.
I'm the shadow man, right? Like
There's
I'm an
magic
ancient
and shit.
spirit. So I needed to know. I needed to know. I love both. Okay, what am I looking at first? I think it's the well, he said bloody gavel, so we have the clue of bloody gavel, but there was a knife found also, like if I remember, like
Yeah, in the opening narration,
Yes.
we as the audience saw a knife covered in blood fall from Lee's hands.
Yeah. So I think that might be one of the things. Like that's I'm gonna check the wound to see if it was actually like a knife wound, and also check to see if there was some sort of bludgeoning wound. Like I think I want to get like that discrepancy maybe.
All right.
I guess on a meta level because I wouldn't know the knife wound, but you know.
Yeah. Uh, so I'm going to have you roll the information move here, and I believe I will give this to you on will. You're thinking about this, right?
Okay. Yeah,
Using your wits.
that makes sense. I got a +0 to will, so I will roll. Ooh, yeesh. We're not rolling great this morning. That is rough. That's a 4. So, so I could puzzle if I want.
You can always mark a puzzle.
Always mark a puzzle. I can always mark a puzzle. Okay. Let me see. And this would be one of my shadow puzzles. I
It could
could
be
do
either
either.
puzzle.
Okay, yeah.
Either works.
Ooh. Oh, interesting. Sorry.
I'll let you think about that actually, because
Yeah.
regardless, we'll consider that mix to knock to the
Mix.
next
Yeah.
level of success, which we will get the resolution to that in a little bit as we
Yeah.
turn to Freddie and Heather. You're both walking together, I assume, to the atrium where the crime scene and the set of the play is. Um, is there what kind of happens as Freddie inhibits his shadow self here as you are going?
So I picture that Freddy is usually like kind of always vibrating with a certain kind of like I'm calm, yeah, I'm calmer than you are kind of energy. Um, but when he embodies his shadow self, he actually does become very still. Um, and just since we're talking a lot about temperature today, I do think that there's like a certain degree for which things get a little bit colder around him, and it is he's just much less animated and he's a lot more buttoned up, and there's the the coat, the jacket appears, and it is like I think Freddy wears usually ill-fitting clothing, very much not caring. The jacket comes on and it is like it is perfectly tailored. It is buttoned up, it is tight. He is now buttoned up. um and all of the all of the sort of manic energy that he usually just kind of has coming up, it just gets stored. It's just he's now more like you can't read him so well anymore.
Heather, what's your reaction? This is the second time you've seen this happen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's just that he's finally gotten himself under control. There's nothing supernatural happening here. So I think that she will just sort of say offhand as we're walking, like, you seem more buttoned up and focused now. It's a good look for you. I don't know why you don't bring this energy to the rest of the day. You could actually get something done if you did.
Adderall works miracles.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
That's your justification? I've taken my meds.
You'll enter the atrium, which this is the space where all the when school started. This is where the principal gave his opening remarks, like, "Hey, this year we're gonna have this beautiful blah 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 blah." But also, this is where the school play happens every year, and this year is no less spectacular in its redesign as years previous, as it was converted into this massive, immersive courtroom set for this school play, with space for the audience in the galley flanking each side of the room. In the center, and the pure focus, is the judge's bench and desks for each of the lawyers, and finally a witness stand uh, placed between those. There is also some overflow seating awkwardly placed back behind the witness stand. That said, paint the scene. This courtroom set is huge and immersive. That's the key word. But was still made by high school students? What small details belie its amateur craftsmanship?
I think.
Oh,
Go ahead.
mine's a quick one. I think it's like, I think kind of classic to it. It looks really great from kind of two angles. And then there are very clearly spots that like, and I think there's still seats there. Like they kind of awkwardly had to put seats there to fill it in, like the overflow and stuff. That they're like, ooh, this is not actually like you can really tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was literally what I was going to say. So I think that there are also, like, it was decorated and designed by students. So not obvious, but spread throughout are little like notes, or like if there's a painting, it's actually like a meme image that they have elegantly painted themselves, but it's just ridiculous and would take you out of it if you really focused in on what it is.
Oh, that's really funny.
The entire notion of a facsimile, a hollow facsimile of a courtroom is unnerving to Freddy right now. It wouldn't matter how accurate it was. In fact, the more accurate it was, the more it would probably bother him. It's not real. It's a mockery.
Yeah. It is a mockery of court. You're right there. I'm sure you feel a lot of feelings towards that. Okay, y'all. As you enter the space, of course, right in the center of it all, right in front of the witness stand, is the tape outline of where the body was discovered. The floor still has some discoloration from the blood.
Oh man, I just love the idea of it being like the kind of tape you use to mark positions on stage, like that your mark. And they don't use chalk; they use stage marking tape.
Yeah,
that's really good.
That's really funny.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Of course, as you enter this atrium, you have to pass through Student Security Council caution tape. But again, strangely, eerily, still, no one is here, as far as you can tell. What are y'all thinking about doing?
I
If our
think that
suspect saw it, I beg your pardon.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
If our suspect saw the gavel and was standing theoretically near the body, we should try to take his point of view.
Go right on ahead.
All right, so I want to go stand by the body and by where the tape is around the body and just kind of scan around. Give it the old detective mode.
All right. Roll investigation. I'm going to give it to you with faith.
2d6?
2d6, your faith skill on the shadow sheet.
Okay. I've rolled a 5. I know. And hang on. My faith is 1.
Okay. That's still a failure.
We are we're the fates are not with us today.
No.
All right. I don't know how much is it going to help for me to burn one of my puzzles right now.
So let me hop in as a notorious CFB power gamer. The reality is y'all are doing a 2-shot. You just mark those flashbacks. Yeah, like the something happens to your character at the end of all that. Like that's true, but you want to get clues. Like getting clues right now is the thing you need to be doing. But also, yeah, generally if you're rolling less than a 6, you wanna mark it. And just go ahead and get that bad boy.
Okay. I'm gonna do the eye, and we can do that scene where my light and shadow meet for the first time whenever you want me to do that. Doesn't have to be right now. And I have to advance a condition into a wound, but I don't have any conditions right now, so I guess I have to take another wound, right?
Yes.
From
You
the
take
starting wound?
another
All
from
right,
your
so I'm
starting
marking the
wounds.
eye. I will take another wound, and I will take ha, ba, 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 ba. Primal Scream.
Ooh.
I love this punk rock law. This is so cool.
I got a lot of strong feelings about this character, and this is a 6-hour game, and there's other players who also have to get their character shit in.
What?
So I'm just gonna bottle it up for now.
You're all good. Okay. You do you scan around the room, um, and you are not seeing this bloody gavel, but you do see actually there's something really interesting in the way that the stained floorboards of this atrium. It feels like the across some of the boards that it got more red, like in kind of a neat rectangle.
I didn't know
In
we had the
fact,
budget for a trapdoor.
indeed,
Some theater
right where
program
the
we've got
body was
here.
discovered.
Oh.
That's the
Oh.
clue, is a trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Heather, what are you up to?
I think Heather heard that there was a witness, and so is now, I think, looking around to try and see if there's any sign of who this person was so that we can, talk to them later. Did they drop anything when they fled the scene? Is there any evidence of where they were hiding?
Yeah, roll. I'll give you an information move as well, and this will be with Will.
Okay. Oh, okay. That is 10 plus 1 is 11.
Hey, if
Hey!
you want to mark a puzzle, you could make that a 12 plus.
Yes, I do
By the
want to
way.
do that.
Wow, like a real
Okay.
And like a real victory, an actual success.
Okay. On a 12 plus, when rolling the information move, not only do you discover a clue, but you also receive an echo from the past or a new power word. But I'm going to give you an echo from the past. We'll get that. We'll get to that and what that means in just a moment. But as you yourself are moving around, you are moving. You start thinking about like where would logically someone be hiding to have seen what happened here? What would they have left behind? And you start moving it through the kind of galley, the rows where the audience would sit in, and you see that there is, in fact, a discarded hammer. That's not your clue, but you're like, oh, someone may have been working here late night. Um, but what your actual clue is, there's uh, a screen out here. Also here in the galley is this is probably for when it's like closed captions for the play. They had these out for people who needed the accessibility of that. But the screen is on and it's flashing text at you. And on the screen, it just says, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up.
Mm.
She will look up.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down. 1 second. Okay. You look up and you see above you is the catwalks to the um for the show, where that's where all the lighting rigs are and hanging mics, etc. It seems it's a little hard to see from down here. It's also a little dark in this room, uh, but you swear you saw something move. Ah, anyways, by the body, what puzzle did you mark, Rayonch?
Oh, what puzzle did I mark? Right by the body.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to do the rod, which is near the scene where your shadow mourns the loss of a friend. How do you know you'll never see them again? And then afterwards, I can now choose to play my shadow in after school phases. And then I do need to take another wound. Um, so I think like we can keep this kind of short in terms of the mourning, but like um I think seeing this dead body, like take another wound for my starting wounds. Actually, I could do all of this in one, I think, because I wanted to take the wound crybaby. Um and I think like Rayosh like starts to cry like upon seeing this body, and takes like what maybe would have been like a kind of like real eerie fascination instead turns into like a very like tearful uh respect for the body itself and this moment. And like um my shadow, I don't have a name, I think. I'm not great at coming up with names quickly, but like I think I like you kind of like Rayaj kind of caresses the face um for a second. And oh my god, I always forget to write his name down. What was his name? Like the body? The
Rudolph.
Scott.
Scott. Okay, it was Scott. I was gonna say Scott, but I didn't want to be wrong. Caresses Scott's face and goes, "Oh, you poor thing. You died just like my friend."
You could have
And
also forgotten too.
who I yeah. Oh, actually, that might be really nice. Actually, it's like oh, you remind me of somebody I used to hold dear to me. I can't believe I forgot who they were. I helped pass them on to hoping I could see them in the afterlife, but alas, here I am with another corpse of another dear friend. Uh, and then yeah, and I'm just weeping the whole time.
Yeah. I will say, rules is written, you have to mark the puzzles of shadow in order,
Oh,
but
whoops.
rules is just a two-shot. Yeah. All right. So you take this tender moment, thinking of someone you've forgotten, something that maybe his body,
Yeah.
and you
So it's a
see
mixed success. Yeah.
there's the wound, the knife wound. You're not immediately seeing any kind of bludgeoning wound.
Uh-huh.
However, in Scott's death grip, you he you're like your gentle touch of his face like relaxes his body some. The rigor
Mm-hmm.
mortis lets up. Um, weirdly. And in his hands there's this collection of all these cut zip ties he was just gripping.
Oh. Hmm. Zip ties.
Yeah. In Scott's
Okay.
cold dead hands. Um,
Fascinating.
did you close the room to the nurse's office? Close the door?
Oh no.
The door
Absolutely,
is
I
shut.
did it.
The
Good.
door is shut.
Nice. I try and pop it open. Um, where it's just
As
like,
you
what the fuck?